Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, it's been a busy morning. If you weren't able to tune into the morning show, we had a lot of weather coverage, power outages, and then you were busy on your end too, Miss Heather.
Yeah, just the forecasting side of this storm. It's Weather Wednesday, if you will.
Yeah,
a lot of
no
weather
kidding.
going on. So we'll get into that forecast. I do have a busier morning. I'm heading off to Kalkaska for Rapid City Elementary School, visiting the kids today.
Nice.
So I'm a little bit busier, so we're going to keep this a little bit short and sweet. If you guys have questions about the forecast that I didn't cover, though, you can always message me, and I can always get back to you. I always like to offer that to our friends on Facebook, just in case I don't have time to specifically answer questions, but I would still like to answer them.
How nice of you, Heather.
Yeah, might as well. So we'll start off with our weather quiz this morning. So the total solar eclipse is now 5 days away. Now, where was the last time Michigan was in the path of totality? So about 70 years ago. Was it the Western UP, the Northern Lower, or was it in mid-Michigan? And we'll cover that answer in just a little bit. So getting into that weather story, we do have a weather-worn day today, so I want to tell you why. We are waking up to gusty winds, and as Brendan just mentioned, power outages we were dealing with this morning, and that's due to those gusty winds, and we're still seeing that. If you were through the straits and into the eastern upper peninsula, it's where those gusty winds really are sticking this morning. So 33-mile-per-hour winds over in Jarman Island, 25 in Sault Ste. Marie, 32 on Mackinac Island. You can see over the western UP, those purple colors. It's very gusty there. And they are under currently a blizzard warning. For us here in the eastern upper peninsula, though, we just have one little winter weather advisory for portions of the eastern upper peninsula, expecting anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of additional snow. Luce County's kind of on the edge of that, could see a little bit more or less. But over in the Marquette area, they're under a blizzard warning, and I saw a forecast today. It was anywhere from 5 to 24 inches of snow. And that snow will continue to fall for them. And you can see why, because radar and satellite, all that cold air is staying on the western side over in parts of Wisconsin and the western UP. Our low pressure system is centered right over southern Lake Michigan, and that's going to track through today. So over the next few hours, you'll deal with more of some rain trying to work its way in with that warmer air by the afternoon. More of that snow will still stay over to our west. As our low pressure system tracks through, could see some little light rain chances on and off if you're in the northern lower. But if you're north of the bridge, that's where we're going to have consistent rain and snow throughout the day. That's tonight. We'll see a little bit more rain moving in, but by the overnight hours when most of us are sleeping, we will start to see some of snow working its way in. So by tomorrow morning, we'll still see the system lingering around. So we'll wake up to a little bit of some snow in the interior parts of the northern lower portions of the eastern upper peninsula, and I'll dry this out a little while longer. And we'll have those chances throughout the day, but it looks like once we get closer to Friday, most of them will come to an end. As I mentioned, the winds are the reason why we really have this weather-worn day and those slick road conditions with schools closed today, especially if in the upper peninsula. So we'll still see some wind gusts closer to the 20-mile-an-hour range, closer to around 1 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see times where we're not going to see a whole lot of those strong winds, especially closer to the evening. A lot of those gusty winds will stay on the other side of that low pressure. But tomorrow, we will see some gusty winds too. So that will still be an issue we'll deal with tomorrow, but not as bad as today. Today, our highs will be 39 to 46 degrees. We'll see blowing snow, and then that'll transition to rain in the eastern upper. We are going to see more of a scattered wintry mix possible for the northern lower. Not everybody will see consistent rain or snow today if you're south of the bridge, so just know that. And we'll see southeast or easterly winds anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 35. That's the main forecast story. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, more of a wintry mix on tap. It looks like Friday, Saturday into the weekend. Nice dry weather if you have any outdoor plans. It'll be a nice day to get outside. Monday is a solar eclipse, as I mentioned, and we could have some issues with cloud cover in the forecast on Monday.
Bummer.
I know.
Yeah. At least we know now to plan ahead.
Yes. And, that can change too. So, we are keeping a close eye on that just because I know a lot of people are planning to travel to even out of state to view the solar eclipse. So we'll keep you posted. I wish it was like a day earlier because if it was Sunday, probably have a better chance to see it, but we'll keep our eye on that.
Okay. In case you're just tuning in, we have to make this a little short. Heather's going to visit some kids in Rapid City today.
Yes, get to talk weather with them, get them excited, hopefully spark some little meteorologists in the making, and get to show them what I do, what Brendan does. I show them a little bit of our Facebook Lives and get to show them the forecast. And then, just talk all things weather.
Good deal. We'll get right to it here. Christopher is reporting 38 and cloudy in Farmington Hills. Paul's watching from Rogers City. Susan Lash-Sims watching from Kalkaska. It's cloudy and 34 there. It's 34 and cloudy in Kingsley for Gale. And Paula said it's 37 and just starting to clear up after a nasty evening there in Boyne Falls. Gibb is saying hello, everyone. We haven't heard from him in a while here in the comments. Susan Radke is watching from Akiak Lake. It's cloudy and 39 there. Joel's watching from the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. It's 36 degrees. He's been missing out on this Facebook Live because of work. He's heading out in a couple minutes, he said. Susan Radke is guessing Western UP, as is Susan Lash-Sims. Joel said, I remember in school an eclipse, so I'll say northern lower. Christopher's guessing mid-Michigan. Susie Q is off to go to Weight Watchers today. It's 75. It's windy down south in Florida. And Jackie is in Kalkaska. It's 34 degrees. She said, waiting for some snow. I think you looked at the forecast yesterday, Heather, and I don't think you mentioned any snow for Kalkaska.
No, and I did mention a lot yesterday that the forecast, even though we did call the weather warn day, which is why I was a little iffy in the beginning, just because a lot of the worst of it will happen really early in the day, like right now. And even before, when most of us were sleeping, was the worst of the winds, the snow, and the rain. And especially if you're in the northern lower, it could be pretty dry today in some spots. And especially when you're looking at that Kalkaska forecast. That's why I stayed. I was going to cancel my school visit if it was going to be worse. But I think the drive up to Kalkaska for me is not going to be too bad. Come later this morning. So hopefully your drive's okay though.
And Susie Q's guessing mid-Michigan. Sounds like Mark had a great time at that festival he was talking about, the Sugar Sand Festival.
Yeah, that sounded fun.
In Florida. Nice. Paul is guessing mid-Michigan. Nancy is reporting 38 degrees in East Jordan. Wendy's chiming in. Chilly and gray here in Prudenville, hoping to finish all interior painting today. And Leslie's watching from Harrison. Tom's watching, said pretty quiet weather right now. Just a guess, Western UP, he said. All right, what's going on with my mom? Hey, Mom.
Hi, Christine.
And she actually saw a little sun out. Benji and her took a walk yesterday and picked a good time because it wasn't too bad outside. And apparently my aunt, who's in West Bend, saw 4 accidents on the way to work, and she only has about a 10-minute commute to work. So I know Wisconsin was dealing with a lot of snow, right, Heather?
Oh my gosh, yeah, they still are. It's been like nonstop over across the pond for them. So, especially Green Bay, Milwaukee. See, it's kind of just that snow is just sticking over there.
Yeah, West Bend's just a little north and west there of Milwaukee. So.
Yeah, so yeah, checks
Yikes.
out Madison too, seeing a lot of that. Even lacrosse. So, but the Marquette forecast has just been wild. I've never, my time as a meteorologist, seen a range of 5 to 24 inches in a blizzard warning forecast.
In one county, right?
In one county.
Wow.
So, and I saw, so compared to NWS Gaylord with our, cutoff kind of being more on the loose county side, it looks so different from the forecast that I saw in the Marquette office. Just like all the bright colors because of all the snow.
And Chris is watching. I think she was watching earlier today too. I'm guessing meant to type son, maybe. If that's the case, her son is a teacher in Rapid City. Look out for Kevin. Not sure how to pronounce Chris's last name, sorry, but Kevin, Mr. Kevin. And Alice is watching, saying hi, Brandon.
Brandon.
And Heather. Doing nothing here. Stopped raining, and it's 40 in Alpena.
Nice.
And Christopher found a couple of meteorology books on eBay and ordered them and got them the other day. Alice is guessing northern lower for the weather quiz. Elizabeth is saying decent, nice weather in Grayling. Paul is guessing northern lower, and Jackie's guessing mid-Michigan. So what is that answer, Heather?
Yeah. So when was the last time Michigan was in the path of the solar eclipse totality? Well, it was in the Western UP, a little sliver up there, and that was 70 years ago in 1954. We'll take a look at our standings this morning. Brendan's on a roll since we only did two days this week. He is 2 for 2. Director Gibb, producer Sarah, and our Facebook viewers are all tied 1 for 2. And that was Gail chiming in this morning. So if you would like to be one of our Facebook viewers, you can chime in at around 6:20, 6:22 in the morning. And that's how we get our Facebook Live viewer.
Yep. I think that's it for now. I'm guessing, Heather, you're going to be showing some pictures from your school or some video of your school visit tomorrow? Video
and pictures, yeah. Okay. So Mr. Photog Adam will be with me. And so we'll be taking pictures and all the videos. So we'll show you that in the Facebook Live tomorrow morning.
And also, maybe on the TV side?
TV side, too.
Yeah, TV side of things. 4:30 to 7 is when you can watch Up North Live News today. Also on upnorthlive.com. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll leave you with a live look of radar and satellite with all that snow and rain mainly sticking to the north this morning. If you're heading anywhere, make sure you're staying weather aware and safe, especially if you are around the bridge or north of there this morning. Have a good Wednesday.
Bye.